Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I have filmed a very simple look for you. This is for my girls who like the simple effortless look, and I filmed one for you. And as usual, first we're gonna start off with our BB cream by Benefit Pore Minimizer Primer, not BB cream, and I'll use that all over my face. And next I'll go on with the Iman. I'll continue with the Iman BB cream, and I'm gonna put that all over my face. And then when I'm done, I'm just going to blend it in with my fingers. And then we're just gonna blend it as much as we can until everything has dissolved into the skin. I'm sorry, my nose is kind of stuffy. So like I said, we're just going to blend the BB cream with our fingers. It's a very light consistency, so it's better to use your fingers because it's not very pigmented. So if you use a brush, the brush might take away a lot of the pigment and you'll have nothing to use. So now that we're done blending, we're going to move on to the under eye. And for my under eye, I use the Maybelline Stick Foundation. Excuse me, use the Maybelline Stick Foundation, and it's very light consistency, and then you just dab it on the high points of your face, and then you blend it in and with a beauty blender or your fingers or your brush, whatever you like. Make sure everything is blended in very well, and then I'm going to set it with a Bare Minerals powder. It's actually a powder foundation, but because the liquid and the cream products we use are very light, you can follow up with a powder foundation. But I'm only using a little bit under the eye, and this powder is very light. It's lighter than my skin tone, so it will just help for highlighting. So we just put it in, blend it, and then when you're done, I like to go over my powders with a damp beauty blender so all the powder melts in the skin. Now when we're done with that, I'm gonna move to my black opal powder, my face powder, and I'm gonna take that and put it all over my face with a brush first. So I'm just gonna dust it everywhere I didn't put the highlight, and then the remaining powder I'll put it over the highlight so everything blends in. So when we're done, we're gonna go over the powder with a damp beauty blender again, so all the powder melts into the skin, so everything looks nice and very soft. So when we're done with that, I'm just gonna go ahead and get my bronzer ready. So I'm using the CoverGirl Queen bronzer. This is an oldie but a goodie, and I think they still have it in stores because most of my products are old, but I think you can buy it online. So I'm just gonna go in with a big bronzing brush, and I'm just gonna dust that on the high points of my face, so on top of my forehead, cheekbones, jawline, nose, on the bridge of the nose, and all that jazz. So we're just gonna do that. Make sure everything is blended in nicely. Go over it with my powder, and then we're gonna go over it with a damp beauty blender again, so everything is on one uniform consistency. And again, we're still gonna blend it in, like I said before. Blend, and make sure everything is nice and clean. So what we're going is for a very clean look. I'm also using a phone to film, so quality might not be that great, but for an Android phone, which is not like a Samsung phone, it's actually an LG phone, and I think it's good enough. My camera, I'm still having a little bit of issues trying to figure out what settings work best for videos because the focus is not that great. But then again, we're moving on to blush, and I'm mixing two of my favorite blushes, using one by I think it was Black Radiance, and then the other one is Milani brush. I'm gonna put all the link of the products I use below, and I just mix it. It's very subtle. It's very, very, very subtle, and it just has this very, very nice rosy undertone, very earth-like, more like an earth rose. So it has a little bit of orange, and it has a little bit of soft pinks on it. So put that on my cheeks, and I always go back in with a powder brush or and a beauty blender, and I just melt everything into the skin like so. Yeah, I really go in with just pushing everything into the skin with a beauty blender, because I have very oily skin, and I find that using light makeup and setting everything with like a damn beauty blender always works really well. Moving on to brows, nothing special as usual. I just brush it in and then fill out the tips with a pencil, and I brush everything. Brush the brows in the eyeliner, so everything it just curves into an arch. And then moving on, I'm gonna do my eyeshadow. For this eyeshadow, I'm just using a BH Cosmetics palette, and it's a neutral palette, and I don't think it has names, but I think I pointed out what colors I was using. I only use this palette, and I use an NYX palette for a brown transition shade. So it's really good beginners eye look or makeup look in general. So I just go in with like, I think it's a silver/champagne look on the eyelids, and a little bit of brown on the crease of the eyelids. So that's all I did, and then just blend it in. And when you see any of the silver hash lines, you just go over those hash lines with the brown eyeshadow, so you can blend everything into the crease. So here I'm just showing you what I did. Just use the champagne color on the lid, just dab it in with a flat brush, and then you go up in with the NYX palette in the next clip, and then we just use the brown. We're just gonna use the brown color or the brown eyeshadow on the crease just to blend out the champagne color. So that's what's being shown right now. So that's usually what I do in general, and I do this technique with every look. I'm not too creative with the eye look yet. Still practicing. I focus a lot on skin, on the fresh skin. So the eye look is still new to me. I don't really wear lashes, but sometimes I experiment here and there, but usually I just skip the lashes in general. So we're done. I think we're following with some liquid pencil eyeliner by Maybelline. Just put it however you like to do it. I just usually freestyle them out, and however it comes out, that's how it's gonna come out. So, but I like to do just a little wing on the outer corner of the eye, so it just flicks up, and I go in and I just do a lower liner with a pencil. So I do that and make sure everything looks nice, and I fill it in with some mascara, and I just put it on my eyelashes. Like I said, for this look I completely left the lashes out, but you know, if you want lashes, go ahead and put it in. So I think with that we're done with the eyes. Actually, we're just gonna go ahead and do some touches up here and there, make sure everything looks nice and clean. So next, for my lip liner, I'm just using a brown NYX lip liner just on the outer corners of my lips. I have very large lips, as you can see, so I like to use a lip liner just to outline where my lips end and begin. That sounds really bad. I just line it so I have a guideline for where my lipstick should end, because I have a tendency to put it over my lip, so and then it looks ridiculous. So lip liner, you don't have to do this, but I advise it, especially if you have larger lips. Put it over your lips, and then for the next lip color, I'm using Coral, the Coral shade, the color Coral for my lips. And Coral is just like a pink orange, like somewhere in between pink and orange. And I have a lipstick by L'Oreal, and I have another lipstick by Maybelline. They're the same color, just one is a liquid lipstick or liquid lip gloss, and then the other one is just a standard lipstick, and you just use that however order you like it, but I usually use the lipstick first, blend that into my lip liner, and then I go over it with a little bit of lip gloss, and it looks really, really pretty. At first I didn't like it because I thought it was too shiny, but it grew on me after I looked at it for a while. I filmed this video a long time ago. I think I filmed this video in like June, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna start my YouTube channel and then I'll post this video, but I never did because I was like, I didn't like it. But now that I'm watching it, it's not that bad. For a first video, oh, I think this is the second video I filmed, it's not bad at all. So this is how I did the lip and everything, and I also sprayed the setting spray. You guys can use whatever setting spray you used. I used the Urban Decay. That's the only one that works. Well, that's the only one that's tried that worked for me. And I usually, after I put the setting spray, I go over it, the setting spray with a wet beauty blender. So this is the final look. I'm just giving you some angles so you can look at it. I zoomed in and I zoomed out so you guys can look at it, and I think it's pretty nice. It doesn't look like I have makeup on, which is good. So this is like a very subtle no makeup look, but I think it shows that I'm wearing makeup though. So like I said, giving you more angles, making sure you guys see what I'm working with. And the next clip here is just me in my other outfit that I wore. Can't remember where I was going, but I don't think I even went anywhere. I just wore it just for the video. I thought it looked nice. The lip color and the shirt kind of matches, and the necklace, everything just went together. So it's kind of like a classy, I don't want to say classy, but this is how I like to dress. So it's really cute and pretty and very girly. And thank you guys for watching this video with me.